All right, with just 50 days left until the election, today we're going to check out Polymarket's 2024 election forecast and map out the electoral votes based on betting odds for Kamala Harris and Donald Trump in all 50 states. But we're doing it a little differently. We'll fill in the map in the order the polls close. If you didn't know, voting doesn't end at the same time across the country. It wraps up first on the East Coast, so we'll start there and work our way west. We'll give you a feel for how election night could unfold. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. Now let's start with the states where polls close at 7:00 p.m. These will be the first results we see on November 5th. For the sake of clarity, here's how we're classifying the states. If a candidate has more than a 95 chance of winning, it's considered solid. Between 75 and 95 is likely. 55 to 75 is lean. And anything between 50-55 is a tilt. Looking at the first 6 states, Trump is pretty much guaranteed to win Indiana, Kentucky, and South Carolina. He's got about a 99 chance in each. These are states he's dominated in the last 2 elections, so no surprises there. On the other hand, Harris will take Vermont, but things get more interesting in Virginia and Georgia. Starting with Virginia, Harris is sitting at an 89 chance of winning. Not bad, but Trump still has an 11 shot. If Biden were still in the race, Trump might even be favored right now. Before Biden dropped out, Trump had briefly taken the lead in the polls, and Democrats only had a slim 50-50 chance of holding on to Virginia. The state has been trending more conservative, but Harris is still likely to win, even though it probably won't be by Biden's 10-point margin from 2020. We're marking Virginia as a likely blue state. Now, in Georgia, Trump's the favorite with nearly a 60 chance of taking the state back. Remember, Georgia went blue last time, with Biden just barely winning by 0.24. But right now, the consensus is Trump will win it back. He carried Georgia by over 5 points 8 years ago. And while his odds have dropped a bit, it's still looking good for him to reclaim the state. A key move for his path to victory. Next, at some 5:30 p.m., we'll see polls close in Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina. Trump is going to blow out West Virginia by over 40 points, so we can move on quickly from that one. Ohio, though, is a bit more competitive. Ohio used to be a bellwether state, meaning it always voted for the winning president, whether they were Democrat or Republican, for nearly 60 years. But that's no longer the case. Ohio is now a red state, and Trump has a 92 chance of winning there. He did really well in 2016 when people expected Clinton to win. And even in 2020, he maintained a similar margin despite predictions that Biden would perform better. Ohio will be a comfortable win for Trump, landing just shy of a solid red state. Lastly, we've got North Carolina, which is a bit more of a toss-up. Trump won this swing state in both 2016 and 2020. He carried it by nearly 4 points in 2016. And even when he lost states like Arizona and Georgia in 2020, North Carolina stayed red. Despite polls predicting a Biden win, Trump managed to hold on. And as of now, he's got a 56 chance of doing it again. It's competitive, but Trump is still slightly favored to keep North Carolina red. Thanks for watching. See you next video.